Welcome back to the UIM series, everyone. On the last video, I did a bunch of Inferno tasks and got 95 Slayer, and I even Turiel skipped until I got a Hydra's task. So now, I'm looking to get geared up for that. And I noticed I still have a bunch of junk items here at Hespori that I need to get rid of. I don't think I'm going to need these anti-fires anytime soon. Like, literally the only reason I would need them would be for, like, Vorkath and maybe, like, KBD if I did that. But I don't think I'm going to do that anytime soon. So, yeah, I think I'm going to get rid of these anti-fires. They're not really worth too much. And then the anti-venoms I also don't really need. I would only use those for Vorkath or Zulrah. And I don't plan on doing either of those anytime soon. And I could always just use these antidotes to make more anti-venoms. So I think I'm going to get rid of these as well. I think I'm going to hold on to everything else. I definitely need these nature runes for Alks. Oh yeah, I'm going to Alk this Dragon Battle Axe, actually. So I won't need that. I have to have my Slayer helm on me, and I'm going to have my Invernic Defender on me too, unfortunately. And lastly, I think I'm going to actually sell these Chaos runes off. These are from Vorkath. I shouldn't need them. I think Hydra does drop a few Chaos runes, but I'll just probably sell those as I get them. Or not even pick them up. There's really no reason for me to keep them. They're pretty cheap, and I have plenty of money. And I really only use them for charging my trident. And yeah, I think I'll just start bagging things, and we should be good. I am going to save these rune darts, though. It's not many, but in case I do decide to do Inferno again in the future, or just use them for like Tob or Cox or something as well, it'd be pretty nice. Alright, so I've taken everything out of Hespori, and it looks like I got a pretty decent setup here. My inventory looks kind of crowded, but you actually don't need very much space at Hydra because you don't make any mistakes, you don't take any damage, so that's pretty cool. You take a little bit of damage because I think you can't actually predict the first hit, but besides that, yeah, you don't really take damage. So I'll mostly just be bringing a bunch of prayer pots, and I'm thinking maybe I'll bring like one brew, one super restore, and you definitely need an antidote. You do get poisoned, and of course a ranging pot, and I'll just have my dust staff for teleports. Tome of Fire for Alks. I have these Wrath runes left over from Vorkath, and I can actually use the Sinister Offering spell on the Hydra bones that Hydra will drop every kill. Although I'm going to stay on the standard spellbook for Alks, but what I can do is just bury most of the bones, and then whatever inventory space I have left when I'm teleporting out, I can fill that up with the remaining bones, and then just switch spellbooks in my POH and cast the spell that way. You guys will see it later. I'll definitely show a clip of it later. Then we had the Rada's Blessing just to teleport there quickly, and of course I got this gear set up here, which is basically the max range gear I have. And we got the Dragon Hunter Crossbow and the Twisted Buckler, which is amazing because of the bonus damage to dragons and the recent buff on the Twisted Buckler that gives it plus 10 range strength. And then of course, if you're new to the channel, I'm using these Dragon Bolts because I had those from Vorkath. I made them for Inferno, but had a bunch left over, so I want to use these up at Hydra. The only things I'm really keeping from Hydra are noted dragon bones and some herbs. Everything else is either alchables or runes, which I already have space for anyway, so that wouldn't be a big deal. Okay, I'm here inside Mount Carolm, and I've actually done a few inventory setup changes. I bagged my super restores and my brews, because there's really no reason for me to need brews. Like, I should just be able to use cheese potatoes and be fine because I shouldn't be taking much damage since it's most of the damage is blockable, like I've mentioned. And I can also heal with blowpipe specs. Then I also got my ranging cape out of my house. I'd completely forgotten that the +4 prayer bonus is much better here. I haven't done Hydra in forever, and I did it with like a blowpipe a long time ago, so I'm currently looking at guides and stuff. So I messed up the luring here and somehow did not notice. Yeah, so it changes forms here, and I don't know how I didn't notice this, but I even hit a Ruby Bolt spec and it only hit a 25. So it should have been pretty obvious because obviously a Ruby Bolts would hit 100 there. Hey, we got the flame skip, nice. First time I've ever flame skipped, actually. Hey, there we go. I forgot to mention combat tasks, but we did just get the flame skip done there. That was a completely awful time, though. Okay, I just remembered I was going to use Sinister Offering in my house, but I forgot I kind of need my blood runes. I put them in my my looting bag here. This kind of sucks. I might have to just buy a few here. I'm just going to do it as I go for now because I'm getting back into learning this boss. I'm not normally this bad, but like I literally just got a 1-kill trip and used all my damn supplies up. Okay, here we go. Now I have a blood rune, so I can take these bones, and ideally it would be more. It can do up to 3 bones per cast, but I can take those bones and use Sinister Offering. Look at that, I get 660 XP from that. But it would have been 990 if I actually had 3 bones in me and I actually got some kills. Oh, and by the way, whenever I get seeds, which is kind of weird that I got because they're apparently like not that common, I'm just going to plant them as I go and just farm the other herbs I currently have in my patches. So it looks like I have a few open patches. I guess I'll just use those for now. Man, that kill was a little bit better, but I still get hit by that damn poison every time, which is really annoying. But that time I actually dodged the lightning, and I had a really quick kill, because what I did was hit like 3 ruby bolt specs, so that was pretty cool. Hey, there we go. Finally. Unrequired anti-poisons. That was a pretty damn good kill. 3 kills this trip so far. Wow, look at all those alchemicals too. Holy crap. No! Oh, fuck. It took too long to fucking kill it. And it did the poison again instead of switching prayers, so I didn't switch prayers in time. Hey, I just got Alchemical Hydra. That means I didn't take any damage this kill, which I'm honestly pretty surprised about. I did not expect that. I didn't feel like I was trying too hard for that. Alright, first Brimstone Key from this task, and it's just some diamonds. Nothing special really at all. Okay, not bad. That was a 5-kill trip, I believe. So we're looking pretty good. I might start bringing 1 more prayer pot and 1 less food, because I'm doing pretty well at the boss now. Got some good alchemicals from that trip too. Look at that, 359k, and I haven't even alched all my battle staves yet. And we got some blood runes and all these bones. I'm loving this boss. I figured I'd show a full route of how I'm actually setting up for Hydra. So I come to my POH and, well, I bag my stuff, of course. And then I come to my POH and deposit, like, all my coins that I got from that trip. And I just get, like, 100 to 200 coins. And then I come over to the Warriors Guild here. Yeah, so that strength cape takes me pretty close to here. And then I can just buy some potatoes with cheese. And actually, I have some leftover sharks from that last trip. So that's going to help for this next trip. And then I'll just unnote some potions here, and then we're good to go. I can just teleport right back there with my blessing. Alright, there we go. The Flame Skipper achievement, finally. I was wondering how to do this. I basically just had to kill it in the red phase very quickly before it transitioned to the flame part. And yeah, I finally did it. Hey, there we go. 145 new PB. I thought that was supposed to be a combat task, but I guess not. That kind of sucks. I guess it has to be under 145 and not exactly 145. Hey, there we go. There's 50 Hydra KC. So that means we'll be on the high scores when I log out here. And I think that was a very long trip. That was probably like 7 or 8 kills, maybe even 9. Yeah, I just kept getting supplies all the time. It was pretty crazy. So I've been getting a lot of these Dragonstone Bolts E, and I realized those are actually pretty nice. I think I'm going to actually use them at the end of the kills instead of my Diamond Dragon Bolts, because I think they're similar DPS, and otherwise I'd just be selling them anyway. I have some other plans for these Dragon Diamond Bolts anyway, so it kind of works out. So apparently I actually ran out of space for Quarms. For some reason I thought I already had a Quarm drop, but yeah, I don't have them in my bag yet. So I guess the next time I die, well, if I die, hopefully I don't die again, but it likely will happen. The next time I die, I'll just take the blood runes out and keep those in my inventory, since those are actually useful for using Sinister Offering, whereas obviously having Quarms in my inventory is doing nothing for me. But either way, I'm going to have one less space during trips, which really sucks. Although I did have like a 8 or 9 kill trip my last trip, so my trips are still decently long. Okay, since I have less space now, I guess I'm just going to have to use the assembler and sacrifice the 4 prayer bonus. That really sucks, because it means I'm going to use more prayer pots now, but it feels like I'm getting a bunch of super restores from a lot of these kills, so I don't think I'll have any issues with that. It's just, I really have to get some more space. It really sucks having one less space. So, yeah, we're going to use the assembler now. Okay, so I actually got, like, a triple spirit seed drop from Hydra pretty recently. And I ended up turning that in for seed packs. And then I went on this, like, long, what do you call it, like, tangent of, like, farming contracts. And while doing that, I realized, oh, crap. Hydra drops everything needed for super combats except for irrits. And I also got some irrit seeds from those seed packs. So I decided I'm just going to farm some irrits and then use those up along with my Quarms and Catentines and Torstals to make some super combats. Because I also wanted to put my Quarms in my bag and get my blood runes out. Because I'd originally bagged my blood runes, but I'd rather have my blood runes in my inventory so I can cast Sinister Offering without having to go to the Wizards Guild each time to buy blood runes. I'm just going to get some stuff out here and do a little bit of Herblore, and then we'll get right back into Hydra. And then, of course, I had to, like, farm all these secondaries and stuff, too. So this has actually been, like, 12 hours since I've done Hydra. I had to, like, wait overnight for some stuff. So I'm looking forward to be able to PVM again, because I'm getting tired of skilling. And there we go. There is 75 super combat potions made. It was actually limited by my Quarms. And another thing I just realized is now I actually am going to have 2 extra open spaces for a little bit, because I just used up all my Catentines and Quarms. So if I don't get those drops for a little while, I'll actually have a little bit more space at Hydra, so that's pretty nice. Yeah, I even have 1 extra looting bag spot for now. So we're looking pretty good here. I'm liking this. 80. Holy crap, these Dragonstone bolts actually can hit an 80. What the hell? Did you see that? That's insane. Hey, and there we go. There's level 83 prayer. Pretty cool. Haven't seen a prayer level in a while, but I'm getting lots of experience here. And I'll also get a lot of experience after once I use up all these noted dragon bones that I'll hopefully get a lot more of. You guys don't get to see a lot of what happens behind the scenes, but this is actually the 3rd clue I've gotten from Hydra, and all 3 of them have been wildy steps. Yeah. I just don't really death pile for clues much anymore. It's just super annoying to have to waste like an extra 30 minutes just to get like trash loot. So yeah, that's gonna be a drop. Alright, and there is 100 Alchemical Hydra kill count with no uniques yet, but getting lots of money here, lots of herbs, lots of other good drops, so it's all good. Oh my god, I finally did it. I finally got the Alchemical Hydra Speed Chaser. 143. Nice. Master task. Hey, there we go. Alchemical Master. 150 KC here. That is another elite combat task. And we're almost done with the task, actually. Hey, there we go. I finally got the Mystic Robe top and Mystic Robe bottom. I wanted to store these in my house for a while. So that's pretty cool. I'll be holding on to those instead of alching them. Alright, so we can just store this top and bottom away in my POH now. And yeah, maybe I'll go hunt the rest of this set sometime. I feel like it's probably really easy to get the hat, the gloves, and the boots. So that'd be pretty nice to have a light mystic set. It'd be cool to complete all of these, but Dusk is pretty much impossible to complete. It would take so many keys. Hey, there's the first unique drop on this account from Hydras, the Alchemical Hydra heads. I don't think I'm going to make the Slayer Helm, but I'll hold on to it just for a bit, just in case. That's pretty cool. Okay, so I've decided against keeping the Alchemical Hydra heads. I just think the benefit of the Vorkath Slayer Helm and being able to have an extra Vorkath's head whenever you need one is just better than the extra Fashionscape you get from a Hydra Slayer Helm. Plus, I don't really feel like getting 1,000 points. I only have like 500-ish right now, so I'm just going to take it up here to the Dark Altar and get 2,500 Prayer XP. That's actually a pretty good amount. Yeah, that's super nice. Oh my god, 1 minute and 28 seconds. That's a PB by far. Holy crap. I think my previous was 143. That is insane. I don't think I'll get any faster than that without a T-bow. That was like so many ruby bolts. Right, and that is the last kill of the Slayer task completed. Oh my god, I got more Hydra heads. No way. Oh, that's funny. Maybe that's a sign that I'm supposed to actually keep this. Nah, that'll just be more prayer XP. That's pretty crazy, though. That's like 2 of those have been like, what, 10 KC or so? Alright, so I actually got a Daganov task while I was trying to get another Hydra task. And I figured this wouldn't be a terrible time to go ahead and knock the diary out of the way, where you have to kill one of each of the Daganov Kings. So I'll be using Tome of Fire and my Dust Staff in order to cast Fire Wave for Rex. I'll just be meleeing, of course, my Whip and Vernic, and then I guess I'll just either use Blowpipe or my DHCB for Prime, and hopefully this works out and I don't die, because it would be really annoying if I did. Alright, there's the first Supreme kill on this account ever. Hopefully we can get the rest here shortly. Alright, and there's the first Prime kill as well. Alright, there's that Elite Diary task completed. Cool. Awesome. So the next time I come to DKs will be when I have the Fremennik Elite completed, so that way I get the Noted Bones. There we go. Finally, I got another Hydra's task. I think that was like 30 Turiel skips. So we got 129, so a little bit less than last time. But I'm not going to be doing the entire task now anyway. I just want to use up the rest of my Ruby Dragon Bolts, which I have 166 of. So not too many, but that's probably enough for like 20 kills. And then I got some plans afterwards that I'm going to do. Alright, there is 200 Alchemical Hydra KC. Unfortunately, I'll have to be stopping very soon because, as you can see, I only have 17 Ruby Bolts left, and those are very important for Hydra kills, obviously. Oh no, I ran out of Ruby Bolts. So it looks like this is going to be the last kill of the trip. And it's going to be a little bit slower, too. There's the last Hydra kill for a little while. Not the best drop ever, unfortunately. So yeah, I'm out of Ruby Bolts now, so it looks like I will not be doing Hydra. And instead, I'm going to do something else that I've been planning for a little bit. Alright, so I am done with Hydra for the time being, since doing Hydra without Ruby Bolts would be pretty ridiculous. And the main reason I was doing Hydra was just to use up all my Ruby Bolts, because that'd be a good place to do that. Now I actually want to do Bandos, because that'd be perfect with these remaining Diamond Dragon Bolts. And Bandos is something I've been wanting to do for a while, but now that I have a decent crossbow, a buckler, and rigor, I think it's about time to get some upgraded strength bonus armor. But because I'm a UIM, I do have to do a few things first, obviously. So I actually made a list here of things I need to do, just in case I forget. But basically, it was just using up some of these herbs and making them into potions, and then like using my dragon bones up. Because obviously I want to have as many spaces for Bandos as possible. And I don't think Bandos really drops many herbs. Oh, and look at that, we're at 500 mil has Spory, by the way. That's pretty cool as well. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to start making some potions, farming some secondaries and all that. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys when he levels, and then I'll be looking for a good Bandos setup. Hey, there's level 84 Prayer. I've been using these bones up from Hydra on the Chaos Altar, and the XP's adding up quite nicely. That was pretty much the entire level from 83 to 84. Only a few left, actually, and that's pretty much all the supplies from Hydra will be used up. That's actually funny as shit. I got PK'd immediately after for the first time tonight, and I lost 1 Dragon Bone. That's unlucky. Alright, that's the last of my Dragon Bones used up, actually. It didn't take too long. I think it took a little under 2 hours to use all those up. I had like 560 of them or so. And while I'm death piled like this is actually a great time to do something else in the worldy that I've wanted to do for a while. I actually want to get the other 2 Mage Training Arena 2 capes that I never got. Guthix and Sarah. It shouldn't take too long. You don't really need much to get them. Just a few runes and the staff and spell and like just cast the spells on the demons and have some food with you. And yeah, so I'm just gonna like do this setup here. We just got a little bit of prayer bonus gear and a little bit of cheap items to give some accuracy as well. And of course I'm gonna go buy the staves that I need. Then I'm also gonna buy some blighted super restores here, because why not? It's just like 1 LMS point, so I got like 4 of these. That should be plenty. And then I'm gonna get some cheese potatoes from the Warriors Guild, and I think we'll be good. I hope it works out well. Okay, I found the Guthix one. He's hitting pretty hard, so hopefully I can do this. I have Augury now and 99 Mage, so I should be good, I think. Okay, that was very close. I'm basically out of food. Yeah, that was extremely close. Maybe I should have made some dehyde. Holy crap. And I'm frozen right now. I can't even pick up the stuff. Alright, just gotta hopefully get this back safely, and then just one more boss to go. Alright, and there is the Imbued Guthix cape. Looks pretty cool. It's not very useful in terms of like God Wars dungeon protection, but a lot of people say it's a pretty cool looking cape. And obviously it's storeable on the cape rack. Oh my god, that was so close. I'm 12 HP with no food. Hopefully I don't get PK'd, because that was very close. Oh my god. And here is the Imbued Doman cape as well. Now this one actually could come in handy at God Wars Dungeon, potentially, as a Sarah item. And it also looks pretty cool. A lot of people say it looks the best of Ancestral, which, yeah, I do have to admit it does look pretty good. I don't know, I've always just liked the Zamorak one the best, but yeah. Now we have all 3 of them on the cape rack here. So either way, it's just a cool thing to have for completionist's sake as well. Okay, well I've gotten all my items back from my death piles, and I think I got a pretty good Bandos setup here. And of course I'll be doing ranged Bandos, which has been the meta for quite a while. Pretty much got like max ranged gear here, and I'm gonna be using my Helma Nades Knot because that's just like 3 prayer and a little bit of defense. And of course my Dragon Hunter Crossbow is the best crossbow I currently have. It is better than a Rune crossbow, and I still do need a Bandos item. Unfortunately, I don't have a Bandos item with me, so I guess I'm gonna have to just like use a Bandos book while getting kill count and then drop that, because obviously I want to use my Twisted Buckler because it's like, I think it's 18 accuracy and 10 strength. And I don't actually have Bandos Dehyde boots. That would be an ideal thing to use as well, but I don't have those yet. And in my rune pouch, I have runes for Blood Barrage, and I've got a little mage switch here just to heal up on the minions. Of course, the blowpipe to kill the minions, and the blowpipe specs give healing as well, and then that could also be used for getting kill count initially. And then I have the ring for teleports, because the teleport actually takes me to the Falador Cabbage Patch, which is really close to a spirit tree, which is like a budget construction cape in a way. It just kind of gets you to your house quickly this way while you're on Ancients. And then, of course, we have stamina potions, range pots, brews, and restores. And then I'm debating whether I'm going to use Manta Rays or not. I still actually have a decent amount of backspace left. We'll see. We're looking pretty good here. I hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. We're really getting into some late game PVM now, and I really hope I get some tacits at the very least, because the tacits are just a straight upgrade, because currently I'm using just legs, and the tacits would just replace that slot as like my tank legs, but they would also have strength bonus. And I would also keep the chestplate too if I got it. I'd have to make room for it, of course, because I don't currently have a melee top. I've just been using the fighter torso, which is storeable, but yeah, it's good enough of an item to where I'd keep it. But anyway, thanks for watching. Leave a subscription if you've been enjoying the content. It really does help out a lot. And yeah, I hope you guys will catch the next video. Later.